Brian David Marshall coming to you from the state capital of Tennessee in Nashville, and we are just a couple days away from Pro Tour Amonkhet and the second leg of the Pro Tour Team Series. One of the feel-good stories to come out of Pro Tour Aether Revolt was the success of Team Lingering Souls. This is a team that did not feature the same roster of gold and platinum all-stars that a lot of the other teams at the top of the standings, featured, but this team still managed to end the tournament in 5th place in the team standings. And really, when you look at the team that's right ahead of them, in 4th place, there's only one player coming back from that team. So maybe a virtual 4th place in the team standings. And a great job by them. And, we're going to go and talk to various members of the team, but, this is not a team of platinum and gold pros. So sometimes that means your profession is something other than Magic. And one of the players who's essential to that team is Shaheen Soorani. And you know what? He's not here yet. He's not going to get here until the eve of the tournament because he's got a full-time job. And so we're going to talk to him a little bit about how he balances that full-time job. Oh, he's calling right now. Hang on one second.
Well, like you said, with the great introduction, we're kind of a group of, the people that kind of were straggled outside of the gold and platinum group. So we basically put out a Mayday on Twitter, and we were just like, what kind of silver pros are out there that have an invite or two? And we compiled a group of people that had at least 2 invites, so all of us were qualified for the last Pro Tour and here at Amonkhet in Nashville.
We're not picked for the top teams. It's like gym class where you're not the best player out there, or you're not in the position to be picked first. And Shaheen Soorani tweeted me back, or DM'd me, said, yo, me and Chris Fennell, we're in a similar situation. All right, we have 3. Donald, we started talking after Kaladesh. Yeah, we both had great finishes. So that brings us to 4. And I'm not really even sure how Andreas and Ashraf came into it.
I just didn't think there was a shot for me to get on a team. But in the end, I just decided to post on social media.
So I contact Travis Wu. I started talking to him, and then they announced the team series. Twitter bat signal, I guess you could call it. And the criteria was, are you qualified for at least 2 Pro Tours in the season?
Wasn't that picky. I couldn't be, no one else could be, because we don't have the leverage.
I couldn't bargain. I didn't have much to bargain. I had to, if there was a spot, I had to take it. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, the only person I met on the team officially was Chris, who I've teamed with before. We were grumpy old men at the Pro Tour before this.
I mean, I first met some of the guys for the picture, the team photo.
Yeah, I go up to Shaheen. I'm like, hi, I'm Donald. And then I go, and I was the one with the shirts at the time. So I'm like, hi, I'm Donald. Here's your shirt. And they would give me $15. So it was almost like a business transaction.
Then we had to take the team pictures. So that was the first time we really were unified as a team.
And then our boy Donald Smith spiked the top 8. And we went from being, out of the conversation. We were all testing individually. We weren't really working as a cohesive unit. And after he spiked that top 8, we're like, all right, hold the phone. We're in, 5th place, 4th place. It's time to test together, make sure we are on the same page. We actually sought out and got a sponsor.
They're just really fun, I guess. I know of some of their history, so I know Travis Wu has a very good brewing reputation. I know Shaheen has a control reputation. Chris has a draft reputation. Andreas Gans won with Ad Nauseam.
Chris Fennell, he's great at limited. He's one of the best. Shaheen is he's just really busy with his full-time job, so he has to make some sacrifices. I remember him at Team GP Mexico City. He flew in on Saturday morning and he missed deck building.
Donald obviously is very skilled, and he took an existing deck, but altered it enough to be very successful.
I am a gold pro. That's about all I have to say because my career started in Theros about 3 years ago. It was the first time I picked up a Magic card, and basically my first Pro Tour in Milwaukee for Battle for Zendikar. I just chained them ever since and got a top 8, and here I am. Because all my friends just kept looking at me as they just noted like, dude, you can't stop smiling, and that's what it was. Yeah, it was crazy. I still can't believe it.
And I felt much more invested in the event still because of my teammate doing so well, and I felt ecstatic when he top 8'd. Yeah, it was great. Yeah.
So the team series, the thing about it is everyone should be going to all the Pro Tours. We were a group of silver players who, let's take a shot in the dark. Let's make a team. It can't cost us anything. Maybe it can help us.
I mean, we're not fooling ourselves. We're not as good as them. So we get more, we need more. It's almost like the East-West Bowl strategy. So I think as long as you get just enough minds, enough bodies together working with the same purpose, it ends up being roughly equal.
And we had a great result at the first Pro Tour. We're in 5th, so it's entirely possible. Although the issue is we're not all necessarily invited to the next one.
The name was awesome. It came from a Twitter, like, what should our name be for a bunch of lost, souls, pretty much. And Mike Seagrass is like, Lingering Souls. And then everybody on Twitter, Ruben Bresler, all this, said, lock it up. That's the name to go with, Lingering Souls. So that's how the name came to be.
I felt like I was the last guy in. So I felt, I didn't know anyone besides Travis, so I had zero expectations, and I figured if something big happens, it'll be with one of them, and then I'll start, ramping up my preparation. But it kind of happened the other way around, where I was the big finish. So yeah, but I didn't have any other expectations. I thought they would carry me in a sense, but it's the other way around.
I'm still not expecting anything, and it's just cool to be in this position where, hey, something might happen. A lot depends what happens in Nashville. I'm optimistic. I'm ready to. We'll see what happens.